What's up, it's Noodle Nick. Today, we're basically just gonna be out here making coffee on the go. This is out in the wild. This is the wild, so I got a bunch of stuff for that. Let me introduce you to OutIn. They make a bunch of really cool coffee machines, so we're gonna be trying them all out. We got the Nano, it's a portable electric espresso machine. A handheld milk frother, electric. The OutIn Mino, which is the upgraded version of this one right here. And a portable electric coffee grinder. OutIn actually has a bunch of recipes, so I just stole them straight up, robbed them from their website. So we're gonna try to make some coffee. I love coffee, I'm a coffee enjoyer, but I wouldn't say that I know much about the coffee scene as a whole. I'm more of like a Keurig cup and go kind of guy, so I kind of wanted to step up the coffee game a little bit. My wife picked them out and she's super creative, so I'm excited to see what she got. She also bought a bunch of extra stuff like for the video, like round ice cubes or something. I don't know what's going on in there. There's just a bunch of shit in there. They're about to coffee it up in here. Let's at least get these open, see what we got to work with here, and then try to figure this out, and then we'll get to making some coffee. So let's get unboxing. This is the Nano. This one came out first. Nice, beautiful picture. So we got fast self-heating, 2-in-1 brewer, rich cream, easy to carry, 1-button click, and powerful battery. We get a little mountain on the back. Oh, I like the design on there, that's cool. Have an OutIn day, smiley face. Wow. The quick start guide's literally built into the box. That's so nice. This is just like frequently asked questions, I guess. We get the full-on user guide. Another guide, just in case you really can't figure it out after this one and the other one, and then here's another guide. So there's no excuse for me to not be able to figure this out, right? Whoa! Oh, I like the packaging. It looks all nice. Look at that. I guess I could take this off. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Boom. One freaking button, man. That's all you need. Power. You get a cup to put the coffee grounds in. This is in case you want to use like a capsule or like a Keurig cup or whatever. And you get a little measuring cup. And a little charging cable. And that's everything in that box. Next up we have the OutIn Mino, which is the newer version of the last one that we just saw. Built small for big adventures. I'm sure someone in the audience can relate to that. For the best brewing experience, we recommend using OutIn Fine Ground Fino Coffee Grinder. Very nice. Ooh. Ooh. Instantly, I like this one better. This is awesome. Yes. I love this. Okay. Gently. We get our user guide. I like that it's like skinny. We get a little Type-C and a little tool to open stuff. All right. Let's take a look and see what we actually get. Whoa. That's cool. Quick side-by-side. New folder. Yeah, this one just instantly gives me like upgrade vibes compared to the last one. There's a lot more stuff going on here right away. Okay, so we also get a little Keurig cup thingy. We get a little ring and a little measuring cup that folds out. Wow. Next up, we have the OutIn Fino. Can't have espresso without a grinder. You can't, you could just eat a whole bean, I guess, but it's not the same. Cover your coffee needs. Effortless grinding experience. Heptagonal burr. Grab and go. Better tasting espresso. Contractible bean hopper. Boom. Take a look at that freaking beast. This thing is almost the size of the entire espresso maker. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, yeah. Same thing, single button, little charging port on the back, little container for your grind. We get a little bag for it, very nice. Oh, it's literally like a perfect fit. Like it's got like a stitched bottom and everything. We get a little envelope. Inside here is the user guide. We get a little cap we can screw on, a little cover. This is like a little manual air pump with a brush on it, so you can get all the fine stuff out of it, your old coffee out of the grinder. And last but not least, a hex key and a Type-C cable. Okay, and last but not least, we have the OutIn Latte Go. We get a user guide. Oh, this one comes with a little case. I love this. This is my favorite one out of all the things now because I like the case. Oh, this is like really heavy. This like, go on here. Ooh. Heck yeah, dude. And then on the top, you can charge it. Just put it away. Little Type-C. Boom, perfect. Okay, so that's all the items from OutIn. Now I'm gonna figure out how to use these, and then we're gonna start making some coffee. So I'll see you guys for the first coffee. Okay, so these are the beans that we're gonna be using. I did try to open this on camera, but oops, I accidentally didn't have the microphone on. But anyways, maybe there's a little footage of that right here. But we're gonna be making an iced caramel macchiato today. So let's go ahead and see if we can't figure out how to get these grinded. First thing, we need to put the beans in here. I'm just gonna do it with my hands, I don't even care. Okay, then I'm gonna set this thing. If you look here, it says 1 to 2 espresso, which I think is where we're at. The line is right here, so it's already at 2. Pulls it up nice and tight. Now we wait. We don't have to even do anything right now. Isn't it great? Thanks, OutIn. All right, that should be enough now. Yeah, that's a lot. Because I just usually buy ground coffee because I don't have a coffee grinder. But this looks way better. Actually, what we can do with this thing now is, now we got our own coffee grounds on the go. Okay, so now we have our coffee for the drink. So we're gonna use the Mino, which is, like I said, the newer one. I'm gonna go up in here, open up the cup. We're gonna open up this part. Inside here, you're gonna take the lid off of this bad boy. And there's your little coffee container. That's where you're gonna put your loose coffee. Look at that, dude. That looks legit. That looks like plenty. One of the steps is to use the bottom of the measuring cup and like, you know what I mean? Like do some of this action. Also, if you want to not spill it everywhere, you can clip it on there. So when you're scooping the espresso in there, you get a little bit of a wider rim. So now we're gonna put the lid back on this. And we're gonna stick that back in there. We're gonna put this back in, put the cup on, and put some water in there. There it is. Okay, had a nice little pressure relief valve at the top. That was cool. And for hot, you're supposed to just hit it twice. Double tap the power button. Caramel macchiato, here we come. First thing we gotta do is line the cup with caramel. Then we're gonna take some ice. Isn't that beautiful? Just appreciate that for a second. Half a cup of oat milk, or whatever milk you feel like using. Okay, then we gently pour the coffee on top. Here we go. More coffee. It needs to be darker. This may overflow. That could not be any more full. But it is slightly darker. I will take it. Yo, wait a minute. This is really good. Do I like oat milk? That's like better than anything I've ever had. Ever. That's like the best coffee. It might be like 75% milk, maybe. That's why I like it, but damn. Okay, let's move on to the next drink, shall we? Real quick, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Charge because they sent me this Charge Disc Pro. I use this a lot when we go like traveling or creating content. It's like a 1 terabyte little portable SSD that you could transfer stuff from your phone or your laptop. Super convenient, and it's MagSafe, so big shout out to Charge. Thanks guys for sending me this. Okay, so instead of doing ground coffee, we're gonna do the cups because these do, both of the Mino and the Nano work with cups. I had the other one set up for ground. I have this one set up for cups, but they can both do both. Although this one has a slightly bigger, like, you know, cup. So I'm just gonna unscrew this. It's essentially the same sort of thing. You pull this out, this is your base cup, and then you have like a secondary cup. And then there's a little connection right here for your pod that you just, and it stabs it through the bottom. And then you just put this back in here. Make sure to tighten it down a little bit more than you would have to on the ground coffee. Take the top off. same sort of deal. Just pour some water in there. It's also better to use room temperature water instead of water from, you know, from the fridge. That way it'll be able to heat it more effectively. You can do extract directly, or you can do heat. I'm gonna do heat. So I'm just gonna double tap it, hold it over just so you can kind of see what's going on. It can be done with the cup on it, but I want you guys to see what's going on here. Look at that beauty. I can smell that from here. Perfect. Dang, that looks nice. Next we have whipped cream. No contest, this is the best whipped cream out there, like on the market. And this is not a Ready Whip ad, but straight up like the red can of Ready Whip is like the best whipped cream.
Some use hydrogenated oil. Ready Whip uses real cream. Always choose real cream.
Then we're gonna do a little chocolate kernel. Oh boy, it's melted. I've never felt more in danger around chocolate in my life. That looks like a little poopy. I don't think the peeler is gonna work in this situation, so we're gonna have to go in by hand, boys. For a little bit of extra pizzazz. Bueno, bueno. I'm already speaking Italian. One sip of espresso in espresso con panna. Here we go. Holy shit, that was good. Maybe it's the chocolate talking. Okay, let me clean up real quick, I'll be right back. Okay, up next, we're gonna make a hot latte. So we're gonna need the espresso machine, we're gonna need the grinder, and we're gonna need the milk frother. First things first, we're gonna make another round of espresso. Got the old grounds out of there. Gonna throw some new ones in. Maybe get a little bit more this time. Make it a little stronger. Man, it smells good out here. Like, no wonder so much thought goes into coffee technology with how much energy they must have working at a coffee company. Think about it. Cover that up. Stick this here. Do a 1-2. Stop it because it didn't put any freaking water inside. Let's try that again. Oh yeah. Put some milk up in here. Then we got our Latte Go. Oh, Latte Go. And we're making a latte with it. Oh, here, a little click. There. And then power. And she's frothing. Yeah, look at all that bubbliness. Okay, this is it. I'm gonna try it. Here we go. Oh, yo, it did froth the milk straight up. This is like it's like drinking like bubbles. I feel like I'd never really appreciate the taste of coffee and I just end up getting like flavored nonsense, but this is like legit. Like this is literally just milk and coffee and water. All right, so now we're gonna make an official affogato or espresso and ice cream. So first things first, we gotta get some espresso. I'm just gonna do another cup. So we'll take the old cup out. Guess we get to see what it looks like once we're finished with the cup. Oh, it gets like pressed into the bottom like a freaking waffle iron. But no mess, it didn't leave any mess, no grounds in here whatsoever. So let's go ahead and put another cup in, just give it some pressure. There we go. And then the pressure of you fully tightening it is what pushes it into that waffle iron. I'm coining that phrase. I'm telling you guys, like literally, if I can figure this out, it doesn't take much for me to be confused. So the fact that I can figure this out is actually pretty cool. Oh yeah. Well. All right, double click this bad boy. And we're going. Off to the races. Dude, There's no way this can't be good. It's literally espresso and ice cream. Video over. I'm just kidding. We have one more coffee to make. Next up, we're just gonna do one little bit of wacky drink, probably something most people haven't had before. It's gonna have lychee in it. It's gonna be good. Okay, so we're just gonna grind some more beans. They said don't leave it running for too long or it'll safety shut off. So I'd say like maybe 30 seconds to a minute. Take a peek at that. Oh yeah. I didn't really need the air. It's very windy out here, but this little brush, I'll take it. And we're gonna put this back into here and then screw this in. Now we got our grounds ready. We just need a little water. Lid. Okay, now we have our coffee prepared. Got some canned lychees, freshly opened. And then we're just gonna squish them with this little, it's called a muddler, I guess. Ew. Squishy. Next up, we're gonna get some ice. Look at that. That is art, baby. Nice. Sparkling water, Saratoga brand. Okay. All right, and now we're just putting coffee on top of all this. This looks interesting, man. I don't even know. Never order this from a restaurant, but I'm excited to try it. You can see the lychees in there. All right. Wow. Why is that almost beer? It's like almost the exact same experience, except a little sweeter. Literally, beer. I think I just made it for the first time. Is this how they make beer? Be honest. This is exactly what it tastes like. But like, you know, non-alcoholic, but it tastes like a O'Doul's almost. We're back home. This is my setup. I bought a few more things from them. I have a problem. Take a look. They make a bunch of cool stuff like this. I got a little mat and this little holder for it so we could just make coffee without having to hold it at home. Essentially, I learned a couple of extra tips that I wanted to share with you guys before heading out. This right here is made to transfer grounds from one to the other. So I'll kind of show you how to do that real quick. I figured out what this wiggly thing is for officially and what this thing is for. This is meant to help pop these open. Instead of using your finger, it works a little bit better. So then you're just gonna stick this onto here and then you can put this thing on top of here and transfer grounds over like this. There you go. Now you got some nice grounds ready to go. No spoon required. So hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today, making a little bit of coffee. Thanks OutIn for sending me pretty much their entire line. This is like my first experience with espresso, but I've heard it's kind of hard. But personally, this seemed to me like pretty easy. I just made a bunch of drinks today I never knew how to make, but I've had before. It's just a really cool, nice, like calming experience to just be out here like on the go. You don't have to plug into a wall. You can take it anywhere you want and you can make yourself a cup of coffee. Even if you just get the grinder and you don't want the espresso machine, I think it's a cool thing to have in your arsenal if you're a coffee fan. That's pretty much all I got. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you learned something new today, smash like. I know I learned something new today. I'll leave a link for all the stuff that I can find that I had in the video today. I'll leave a link for it in the description. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, OutIn.